In the days leading up to that extraordinary cosmic intersection, many people are already beginning to sense subtle, yet undeniable shifts stirring within them. There's a heightened awareness that something significant is moving across the sky, weaving together an energetic tapestry that touches every aspect of our lives. Conversations become more vivid, dreams take on a luminous quality, and synchronicities become impossible to dismiss. The air itself seems to vibrate with anticipation, reminding us that we stand on the threshold of a transformational moment. This isn't just another passing planetary event, it represents an invitation to step beyond the ordinary and into a realm of accelerated growth. Even if some cannot pinpoint the exact source of this stirring, the undercurrent of heightened possibility is palpable, offering gentle nudges that keep us awake at night, hearts racing with excitement. You may find yourself drawn to new interests, esoteric knowledge, or spontaneous connections that feel far from random. Old friends reappear in your thoughts, current relationships shift in tone, and an unspoken understanding seems to stretch between you and the people you meet. Everything feels charged, alive, and pregnant with potential. On certain mornings, you might wake up feeling a renewed sense of purpose, even if you can't fully articulate why. Though the specifics may be elusive, there's a deep knowing inside that urges you to pay attention. Some describe it as a sensation in the pit of the stomach, a flutter that signals significant change on the horizon. Others experience emotional surges, waves of joy, nostalgia, or even restlessness that come seemingly out of nowhere. This is not meant to alarm you, it's meant to guide you. Often, when powerful cosmic alignments approach, our emotional bodies catch glimpses of the incoming frequency before our minds make sense of it. It's like picking up on a faint radio signal from a station that hasn't fully come into range yet. The closer we get to the exact point of alignment, the clearer and stronger that signal becomes, eventually culminating in full reception. During these moments, it's beneficial to pause, breathe, and intentionally open yourself to what might be calling. Interestingly, the period preceding this alignment can also bring up certain illusions or unresolved concerns that have long lurked in the corners of our consciousness. Unfinished business in relationships, career paths that no longer inspire, and even unhelpful self-beliefs can bubble to the surface. Though this can be initially disconcerting, it's an opportunity for deep purging and preparation. The cosmic energies function like a mirror, reflecting back to us the aspects of our lives we have either avoided or underestimated. The beauty of this process is that once you see those illusions clearly, you have a chance to rewrite them. You are no longer bound by outdated stories or limiting perspectives. Instead, you can invite transformation and healing into those very spaces where stagnation has taken root. In this way, the build-up to the celestial alignment becomes a profound dance between unveiling and renewal. Some might question whether these sensations are purely psychological, triggered by reading about cosmic happenings, but the body and spirit offer a different perspective. Notice the vividness of your intuition, the repeat numbers that flash before you, or the meaningful symbols in your dreams. Pay attention to your own internal clock, the one that seems to be ticking to a different rhythm than the usual routine. It might be easy to dismiss these signals, but doing so would be a missed opportunity. There are times in life when you can tangibly feel that the universe is orchestrating events for a greater purpose, and this is undoubtedly one of those times. Even the most skeptical individuals might acknowledge that something seems different lately, that the day-to-day grind feels slightly askew, as if urging us to peer through a newly revealed crack in the world's facade. Perhaps you've already felt a glimpse of freedom, that moment where everything aligns perfectly and you taste the sweet potential of a life unbound by old constraints. In this collective moment of heightened awareness, the best approach is a willingness to embrace change. Rather than resisting the upheaval that often accompanies profound transformation, stay curious about what it might be teaching you. Many people interpret cosmic alignments as external forces acting upon us, but in truth, they serve as catalysts that awaken dormant aspects of our own potential. The energy in the sky is not separate from us. It mirrors what is ready to be recognized and integrated within. The interplay between the personal and the planetary is seamless, drawing us into a larger cosmic conversation about who we are becoming. Over these coming days, the invitation is to remain present, mindful of your thoughts and emotions, and receptive to the quiet guidance arising from your deeper self. There is no need to force anything. The alignment itself will provide all the impetus you require. Instead, practice simply allowing. Let the energy guide you and watch as doors begin to open, both within and around you. Many have noted that relationships take center stage when powerful celestial dynamics begin to gather momentum. Whether you're single, partnered, or in a complex entanglement, the cosmic forces highlight the dynamics of love, desire, and harmony in ways that are both revelatory and transformative. You might discover new facets of your relationships that have remained hidden until now. Old conflicts might resurface, not to torment you, but to encourage healing and resolution. When energies this potent converge, they have a knack for exposing the truth of how we connect with each other. If you're prone to people-pleasing, you may suddenly find your voice, expressing desires and boundaries that once felt impossible to articulate. If you've been distant or guarded in your relationships, the events unfolding during this period can prompt a deep dive into vulnerability and openness. It's as if the cosmos gently, yet insistently, pushes us to reevaluate our patterns and either recommit to authentic connections or release those that no longer align with our highest good. In some cases, these shifts can feel jarring. Imagine looking at a long-term partner and realizing the spark between you has morphed into something new, something unrecognizable. Alternatively, you could meet someone new who seems to plug directly into your soul, igniting passions and possibilities you never knew existed. This is not a time for measures or lukewarm compromises. The cosmic energy encourages radical honesty, inviting you to ask, what do I truly want from my closest bonds? Relationships are mirrors reflecting both our strengths and our unhealed wounds. Under normal circumstances, we may choose to ignore certain flaws or bury certain tensions, but these heightened vibrations make that almost impossible. Everything is illuminated, which can be disconcerting but also liberating. By facing the raw truth of how we connect with others, we open a portal for deeper love, compassion, and genuine intimacy. But it's not only romantic relationships that come under scrutiny. Friendships, familial ties, and professional alliances can all undergo profound recalibration. You might find yourself having serious, heart-to-heart conversations with people you once kept at arm's length, or you may sense a compelling urge to detach from connections that drain you more than they uplift you. The cosmic alignment doesn't discriminate. It impacts all forms of human interaction, from the personal to the collective. In group settings, you might notice old hierarchical structures being challenged, with new, more collaborative dynamics taking shape. People are more willing to speak truth to power, to stand in their authenticity, and to champion each other's growth. This ripple effect has the potential to reshape entire communities and workplaces as more and more individuals tap into to align their external lives with their internal values. There's also a deeply spiritual undercurrent pulsing through these relational transformations. In the crucible of this cosmic energy, many experience a sudden awakening of empathy and compassion. Your ability to feel into another's heart might be amplified, prompting you to offer support, forgiveness, or friendship where once there might have been judgment or indifference. You could find yourself stepping into leadership roles in your community, becoming a beacon those who are uncertain or fearful of the changes unfolding. This isn't necessarily about grand gestures. Sometimes the most potent acts of love are the subtle ones. A listening ear, a sincere compliment, a timely reassurance. The alignment creates a resonance field that enhances our capacity to connect soul to soul, transcending the usual barriers of ego, status, or background. This is where the magic truly happens, where differences dissolve in the shared recognition of our humanity and shared cosmic heritage. Of course, not everyone will embrace these changes with open arms. Some individuals may resist, clinging to old patterns out of fear or denial. They might lash out or withdraw entirely, overwhelmed by the intensity of energies they don't fully understand. While this can be painful to witness, it serves as a reminder that each soul has its own timing. The universe extends an invitation, but it does not impose a mandate. Everyone's journey unfolds according to their unique lessons and readiness. That being said, for those who are willing to open themselves to the changes, the potential for positive evolution in how we relate to each other is immense. Imagine a world where more people interact from a place of genuine respect, empathy, and shared purpose. That vision might feel closer now than it ever has before. Another remarkable feature of this cosmic transition is the way it amplifies creative energy. People from all walks of life suddenly find themselves brimming with new ideas, projects, or artistic impulses that demand expression. It could be painting, writing, music, dance, or even innovative problem-solving in business or technology. The alignment acts as a catalyst that ignites the inner muse, calling forth inspiration from the depths of the soul. It's almost as if a door swings wide open in your mind, allowing a flood of fresh possibilities to pour in. This surge of creative force doesn't discriminate based on prior skill or expertise. Even those who've never considered themselves artistic might feel an unexpected spark, a compulsion to try something new that feels both exhilarating and daunting. In many spiritual teachings, creativity is seen as a direct link to the divine. It's a conduit through which we channel higher frequencies into physical form, giving birth to unique expressions of beauty, insight, and emotion. During this powerful period, that connection is supercharged. You might catch yourself daydreaming about a novel concept, losing track of time while sketching a design, or spontaneously singing melodies you've never heard before. The energy is not just about producing something tangible, it's about the experience of flowing in harmony with the universal creative current. That feeling of being in the zone, where time melts away and every action feels guided by an unseen hand, can become more frequent. And with each moment spent in that zone, you become a living channel for the expansive possibilities that the cosmos is transmitting. Interestingly, creativity in this context is not limited to personal endeavors. Entire communities can feel the wave of inspiration, collaborating on projects that uplift neighborhoods or introduce sustainable solutions to communal challenges. Art, music, and cultural events become incubators for collective expression, weaving together the visions of many into a cohesive tapestry of innovation. Some might focus on environmental advocacy, conceiving fresh approaches to preserving natural habitats or reducing waste. Others might propose technological breakthroughs that address social inequalities. When individuals align their creative energies with higher ideals, real-world miracles can unfold. We become catalysts for a more harmonious, vibrant reality, one where the line between what's imaginative and what's possible becomes gloriously blurred. Yet, the flip side of this creative surge is that it can bring to light any areas in our lives where we've suppressed or devalued our own self-expression. For every person who leaps into the flow with joy, there may be someone else who feels blocked or intimidated, haunted by memories of past criticisms or personal doubts. If that's the case for you, understand this: the universal energy is opening a portal for you to heal that pain, to reclaim the spark that is your birthright. Rather than allowing fear to keep you silent or stifled, see this as your invitation to courage. So many times we wait for the right moment to act on an idea or share our creations, never realizing that the right moment is whenever we dare to say yes. One effective way to harness this energy is to establish a simple daily practice. It could be journaling your dreams in the morning, dedicating 10 minutes to a sketch or poem, or brainstorming new ways to bring more beauty into your space. Consistency is key, not because the cosmos requires it, but because it helps you build a sustained connection to the creative flow. Each day, as you gently nurture that spark, you'll likely find that more and more inspiration arrives, as though you've signaled your readiness to receive. When you combine that openness with the heightened cosmic frequencies, you might surprise yourself with the speed and depth of what you can manifest. This is not a period for shrinking back, it's a time to step forward with imagination ablaze. With each stroke of the paintbrush, each crafted line of a poem, or each inventive solution to a real-world puzzle, you become an active co-creator in the grand dance of cosmic evolution. As we navigate these charged energies, it's also common for suppressed or unacknowledged emotions to rise to the surface. Sometimes, just when you think you have everything neatly under control, life presents a scenario that triggers intense feelings of anger, sadness, or even unexplained bursts of euphoria. This can be confusing if you're used to keeping things tucked away, but it's actually a sign of emotional purification in motion. The heightened frequency acts like a spotlight, revealing corners of our subconscious that we might otherwise overlook. If you find old wounds resurfacing, perhaps a painful childhood memory or a lingering resentment you thought was long buried, view it as an opportunity for healing rather than an unwelcome intrusion. These emotionally charged experiences can come from interactions with others, or they may arise spontaneously from your own inner landscape. You might be scrolling through social media and stumble upon a post that unexpectedly stirs deep feelings, prompting reflection or tears. Or perhaps a casual remark from a friend sends you spiraling into thoughts of inadequacy. Instead of pushing these emotions away, consider leaning into them with compassion. Ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to tell me? What part of my psyche is longing for acknowledgement and release? By listening to the messages carried by these emotional waves, you can free yourself from patterns that keep you locked in old narratives. Moreover, the emotional purging extends beyond the personal into the collective realm. Global events, societal tensions, and collective fears can resonate more deeply within sensitive individuals. You might feel waves of empathy for causes and communities that you previously only observed from a distance. At times, this can be overwhelming, leading to compassion fatigue or a sense of helplessness. Yet, the same heightened awareness that makes you feel the pain of the world also connects you to a reservoir of collective hope and determination. The cosmic energies are not here to drown us in sorrow, but to crack open our hearts so we can love more fully, act with greater integrity, and stand in unity with all beings. During this phase, it's particularly helpful to cultivate grounding practices. Walking in nature, meditating, breathwork, or simply taking a few conscious moments of stillness can help stabilize you in the midst of emotional waves. Grounding doesn't mean ignoring or repressing your feelings. Rather, it gives you a strong anchors so you can explore those feelings without being swept away by them. Also, pay attention to your body's signals. Sometimes emotional release manifests physically, tension in the shoulders, tightness in the chest, or restlessness that disrupts your sleep. By tending to your physical well-being and remaining mindful of your stress levels, you set the stage for emotional clarity and deeper integration of the lessons at hand. One of the gifts of moving through emotional turbulence during such a powerful time is that it paves the way for authentic self-discovery. It's easy to present a curated version of yourself to the world, but when these raw emotions surface, you're left with no choice but to confront what truly lies beneath. That honesty, while sometimes uncomfortable, is a cornerstone of personal evolution. Emotional release clears space for new insights, revelations, and growth. After you've cried the tears or vocalized the anger, you may find yourself feeling lighter, more in tune with what genuinely matters. It's like clearing away debris from a path so that you can walk forward unencumbered. When approached with awareness, these surges of feeling can become alchemical processes, transforming pain into understanding, fear into courage, and doubt into renewed faith in your capacity to grow and love. With all these layered energies swirling around us, relational shifts, creative surges, emotional purgings, it can be challenging to remain centered and see the bigger picture. Yet there is a unifying thread connecting all these experiences, the call to transcend old limitations and step into a more expanded state of being. For many, this period marks a point of accelerated spiritual development. Long-held beliefs about the nature of reality might get turned upside down, leading you to question everything from your daily routines to your life purpose. While this can be disorienting, it also represents a tremendous opening of consciousness. You might stumble upon spiritual teachers, books, or techniques that resonate a part of you that has been dormant until now. It's as though the entire cosmos has conspired to set you on a path of deep inner work, exploration, and revelation. During times like these, synchronicities can become especially vivid. You think of someone you haven't contacted in ages, and they suddenly call you out of the blue. You ponder a question about your life path, only to have the answer appear in a random snippet of a conversation overheard at a cafe. These coincidences are not random at all. They form a breadcrumb trail inviting you to follow the unfolding mystery of who you are becoming. Many spiritual traditions interpret synchronicities as confirmations from a higher power or your own higher self, guiding you with gentle nudges. As you open to these signs, you might notice them accelerating, each one weaving into a larger pattern of guidance that feels tailor-made for your personal journey. But this isn't just an abstract, mystical process. The alignment of powerful cosmic forces can bring tangible shifts in how you experience daily reality. Some people report feeling as if time has gone fluid. Days can stretch endlessly or flash by in an instant. Others notice changes in their physical senses. Colors seem more vibrant, music moves them to tears, or food tastes more intense. Your intuition might ramp up, offering spontaneous insights that turn out to be uncannily accurate. Even if you're someone who tends to keep your feet firmly on the ground, it's hard to ignore how the boundary between the mundane and the magical seems to be thinning. This is especially true if you make the conscious choice to remain open. When you treat life as if it might be filled with signs and wonders, you often find exactly that. Still, expanded awareness can also bring growing pains. Awakening to a deeper truth can leave you feeling alienated from those who don't share your perspective. Friends or family might react with skepticism or even concern if you start speaking about intuitive hits or metaphysical concepts. It's essential to remember that awakening experiences vary for everyone. Your path may be uniquely yours, and that's perfectly okay. There's no need to convince others of what you're discovering, nor do you need external validation to make your insights real. Instead, focus on integrating your new understanding into tangible actions and behaviors that uplift you. Allow people to see the positive changes in how you carry yourself, greater compassion, resilience, authenticity, rather than just hearing about your latest epiphanies. Ultimately, a key aspect of spiritual expansion is developing the ability to hold multiple truths at once. You can still participate in ordinary life, going to work, paying bills, tending to responsibilities, while simultaneously recognizing that a much larger cosmic dance is unfolding behind the scenes. One doesn't negate the other. In fact, the more grounded you remain in everyday tasks, the better equipped you'll be to anchor and express these higher frequencies in practical ways. Spiritual advancement doesn't mean escaping physical reality, it means infusing it with elevated consciousness. This cosmic juncture offers a potent window for doing just that. By maintaining balance between the mundane and the transcendent, you become a bridge connecting heaven and earth, channeling the energy of this unique moment into lasting benefits for yourself and those around you. Financial and career developments also tend to reflect the overarching transformations taking place. When cosmic forces intensify, they can dismantle stale professional structures just as quickly as they can dissolve outdated relationship patterns. You may suddenly realize that the job you've held for your years no longer resonates with who you're becoming. Alternatively, an exciting opportunity might present itself at exactly the right moment, as if the universe heard your unspoken desire for change. While these shifts can be thrilling, they can also bring discomfort if they require leaps of faith into the unknown. During powerful, energetic windows, procrastination or hesitation can feel more burdensome than ever, as if the cosmic currents are urging you to act promptly on new insights. If you find your professional life in flux, this is an ideal time to consider whether your current path aligns with your passions and values. Ask yourself, does my work feel meaningful? Do I wake up eager to contribute what I have to offer, or am I just going through the motions? The alignment of such potent forces lends extra weight to these questions, often prompting clear, if sometimes startling, revelations. Moreover, the energy may draw new mentors, collaborators, or clients into your orbit who share your vision and fuel your enthusiasm. Surprising partnerships might form, or a dormant network connection could suddenly become a pivotal player in your next career move. It's as though the puzzle pieces of your professional life are being rearranged to form a more cohesive picture. Financially, people frequently experience both windfalls and wake-up calls under such energetic currents. You might receive unexpected abundance, like a bonus gift, or opportunity for a lucrative side project. At the same time, if you've been neglecting your finances or clinging to scarcity thinking, these forces can shine a glaring light on the situation. You could face sudden expenses that force you to reevaluate your spending habits or come face to face with limiting beliefs around money. Rather than viewing this as a crisis, see it as an invitation to cultivate greater financial wisdom and resilience. Aligning yourself with the flow of cosmic energy means being honest about where you stand and taking proactive steps to create stability and abundance. This could involve seeking professional advice, learning new skills to enhance your marketability, or simply shifting your mindset from lack to possibility. On a more subtle level, money and career changes during these periods can also act as catalysts for self-discovery and confidence building. By stepping into a new professional role or taking calculated risks with your finances, you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you imagined. These moments of boldness not only expand your external success, but also bolster your sense of self-efficacy. Even if your efforts don't pan out exactly as planned, you gain valuable insights into your own resourcefulness and adaptability. Ultimately, the cosmic alignment supports those who are willing to trust their instincts and pursue paths that resonate with their evolving sense of purpose. Think of it as the universe giving you a gentle, or sometimes forceful, nudge to align your material reality with your inner transformation. The key is to remain flexible and curious. Unexpected changes can appear daunting at first glance, but often they're exactly what you need to move forward. Instead of resisting shifts in your professional or financial landscape, approach them as chapters in your evolving narrative. Ask yourself what lessons you can extract from each twist of fate and how you might grow stronger or wiser because of it. Embrace the notion that this is part of a grander design, one that ultimately seeks to align you more closely with your highest potential. By doing so, you transform obstacles into stepping stones, forging a path that not only meets your material needs but also nourishes your spirit. When viewed through this lens, every transition becomes a meaningful piece of your cosmic journey. In the midst of such a transformative period, it's natural to wonder about the collective implications. After all, we don't live in isolated bubbles. We share this planet and its unfolding destiny. When a rare alignment bathes the world in intensified frequencies, cultural and societal structures can also be impacted in profound ways. You might see a surge in grassroots movements advocating for social justice, environmental protection, or human rights. People become more vocal about issues they previously ignored, stirred by a sense that now is the time to create real, lasting change. There's a heightened collective awareness, almost a buzzing in the cultural atmosphere, as though society at large is responding to the same cosmic signal that individuals feel on a personal level. This can be a period of radical shifts in public opinion, technological breakthroughs, or political realignments that catch everyone off guard. Those who are highly attuned might experience a form of collective empathy, sensing not just individual pains and hopes, but the broader yearnings of humanity. The synergy between personal growth and collective evolution becomes clear as more individuals awaken to their potential and begin living authentically. The overall social fabric evolves to reflect greater unity, fairness, and compassion. However, this process is not without friction. As old systems encounter the relentless pressure for reform, resistance can ensue. People who are deeply invested in maintaining the status quo might dig in their heels, fighting to preserve outdated norms. Social tensions can escalate quickly during these intervals, mirroring the internal tensions many individuals feel when confronted with rapid change. The key is to approach collective transformation in much the same way you handle personal evolution, with awareness, compassion, and a willingness to engage in constructive dialogue. If you find yourself caught in debates or disagreements about the direction of society, try to listen deeply and speak from a place of respect. Anger and frustration are valid responses to injustice, but channeling them productively can lead to real breakthroughs rather than entrenching divisions. It's also beneficial to remember that no single person can shoulder the entire burden of collective change. Collaboration and community building are vital. Seek out those who share your passion and vision, and work together on initiatives that reflect the possibilities you sense swirling in the cosmic winds. Moreover, the digital realm amplifies the spread of ideas like never before. During these periods, discussions about new societal models, utopian visions, and community-driven solutions can go viral, igniting hope and debate in equal measure. Many discover that the alignment acts as a magnet, drawing together people from across the globe who resonate with similar ideals. Virtual communities and social media platforms become meeting grounds for the like-minded, spawning think tanks, advocacy groups, and collective meditations that aim to anchor higher frequencies into the social matrix. While not every online interaction will be harmonious, the alignment does present a window where the possibility of global unity feels tangibly closer. By focusing on constructive initiatives and solutions, you can contribute to an energetic blueprint that inspires real-world action and transformation. These collective shifts extend beyond human affairs into the broader ecological web of which we are a part. Some people report heightened connections with animals, plants, or natural landscapes, feeling almost telepathically attuned to Earth's rhythms. Where environmental activism could see a boost, with individuals and communities uniting to protect habitats and promote sustainability. It's as if the alignment highlights our integral relationship with the planet, urging us to treat Earth not as a resource to be exploited, but as a living entity deserving our care and respect. Such a perspective shift can trigger a wave of innovation in clean energy, sustainable agriculture, and other green technologies, potentially setting us on a more harmonious path forward. Though the road to large-scale societal transformation is rarely smooth or immediate, the seeds sown during these heightened times can germinate and grow, eventually reshaping the world in ways that resonate with the amplified frequencies ushered in by the alignment. Despite all the activity swirling around, it's vital to remember that self-care and inner balance remain cornerstones of navigating this heightened phase effectively. With so many external and internal changes happening at once, it's easy to become overstimulated, fatigued, or emotionally overloaded. Sleep patterns can be disrupted and stress levels may spike as you juggle your own personal metamorphosis alongside shifts in your relationships, career, and community. This is where intentional grounding and daily practices come into play. Whether it's through yoga, meditation, or simply spending a few minutes each day in silent reflection, these routines anchor you amidst the cosmic surge. By consciously cultivating calm and centering yourself, you'll be better equipped to integrate the immense energies without burning out. In tandem with these practices, mindful physical care is more crucial than ever. During such periods, your body can become a highly sensitive receptor, picking up on fluctuations in frequency that manifest as shifts in appetite, energy, or even bodily aches. Eating nutritious, high-vibrational foods, think fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, can help stabilize your energy field. Hydration is equally important, as water facilitates the flow of life force and aids in detoxification. And don't underestimate the impact of gentle exercise, like stretching or walking, to move stagnant energies through the body. Sometimes, the simplest routines can serve as powerful anchors in a churning sea of change. This phase also encourages developing a compassionate dialogue with yourself. When heightened energies sweep through our lives, we may judge ourselves harshly for not handling things better or not adapting more quickly. As such, self-criticism only compounds stress. Instead, recognize that you are dancing with forces beyond your usual scope of experience. Give yourself permission to move at a pace that feels authentic and sustainable. There is a profound difference between pushing yourself to grow and allowing growth to unfold naturally. Cultivating patience is essential, especially during those moments when nothing seems to be going according to plan or when delays and obstacles appear out of nowhere. The alignment might be pushing you to adopt new habits or perspectives, but integration often takes time, even under accelerated cosmic conditions. Nurturing emotional well-being is another cornerstone. If you find yourself regularly overwhelmed, it can help to keep a journal or speak with a trusted friend, counselor, or spiritual advisor. Expressing how you feel, even if it's just to yourself, can bring clarity and relief. Techniques such as visualization or guided meditation can further support emotional release. Envisioning yourself bathed in soothing light or mentally planting your feet into the earth to release tension can have surprisingly tangible effects on your mood and energy levels. Crystals, essential oils, or herbal remedies may also resonate more strongly now if they align with your personal belief system. The point is to find what resonates with you. No single remedy works for everyone. An essential aspect of this self-care is recognizing that you're not in this alone. Even if the journey feels intensely personal, countless others are undergoing similar awakenings and transformations. Reaching out to like-minded communities, both online and offline, can provide immense support. Sharing experiences, coping strategies, and even moments of doubt can help reduce feelings of isolation. Additionally, participating in group meditations, ceremonies, or workshops can amplify positive energies, making the process smoother and more meaningful. The alignment's overarching message is often one of unity and collaboration, reminding us that we are interconnected, not just with each other, but with the cosmos itself. In nurturing your own well-being, you contribute to the collective pool of healing and transformation. One of the fascinating elements of heightened cosmic windows is the phenomenon of dreams becoming more lucid or symbolic. As the alignment draws closer, you may notice your dreamscapes taking on vivid colors, intricate narratives, or even direct messages from aspects of your psyche or higher guidance. People who typically don't remember their dreams may suddenly recall elaborate nighttime journeys in stunning detail. While dreams have always served as portals to our subconscious, the frequency shift can magnify their intensity and clarity, making them potent sources of insight. If you haven't already, consider keeping a dream journal by your bedside. Jot down impressions, images, and emotions as soon as you wake up, before the fragile threads of the dream world slip away. These symbolic visions can serve as a form of internal navigation, reflecting the transformations you're experiencing in daily life. A recurring motif of, say, crossing bridges might indicate you're transitioning between life phases. Dreaming of ancient temples or teachers could signify a call to explore deeper spiritual truths. Animal totems might show up to offer guidance, each creature embodying specific traits or messages that resonate with your waking reality. Dreams can also provide glimpses of possible futures, alternative timelines, or creative solutions to current challenges. In fact, many have awakened from particularly poignant dreams with the answer they've been seeking for days, if not weeks. However, dreams under these potent energies aren't always serene. Nightmares or unsettling images can emerge, dredging up fears and traumas ready for resolution. While it might be tempting to dismiss such dreams as mere mental clutter, they often serve as catalysts for emotional cleansing. If you find yourself facing a recurring nightmare, try approaching it with curiosity rather than dread. Ask what it wants to convey, and consider methods of dream work or therapy that encourage you to transform the storyline. Sometimes actively rewriting the dream's ending, either in your mind before you go to sleep or through a creative activity like painting or journaling, can initiate a surprising shift both in your dreamscape and in your emotional life. Additionally, some individuals report experiencing vivid astral travel or out-of-body experiences where the line between dream states and higher dimensional exploration becomes blurred. You may recall floating above your physical body, encountering beings of light, or visiting ethereal realms that defy conventional explanation. While these experiences can be exhilarating, they can also be confusing if you're not used to them. Maintain an open mind and heart, and as always, trust your discernment. If something feels off, you have every right to disengage from the experience. On the flip side, if it resonates, you might explore these states further by learning protective practices or energy techniques that foster conscious astral exploration. Ultimately, dreams during this cosmic phase can act like a private teaching tool, a personalized guide to your internal landscape. Even when the dream imagery seems random, the emotions it stirs and the lessons it hints at are rarely arbitrary. By paying attention and engaging in even the simplest forms of dream work, you might uncover profound truths about your own motivations, fears, and yearnings. This expanded dream life is yet another avenue through which the alignment invites you to engage more deeply with your multi-layered self. Far from mere figments of imagination, these nocturnal journeys hold keys to understanding the broader shifts in consciousness that are unfolding. In the hush of the night, free from the chatter of daily life, your soul can communicate in a more direct, symbol-laden language, guiding you toward the growth, healing, and alignment your waking self seeks. While much of the discussion focuses on individual and collective human experiences, it's equally crucial to recognize the cosmic tapestry at play. Alignments of celestial bodies are not isolated events. They are part of a grander orchestration involving the sun, moon, planets, and possibly even influences from beyond our solar system. This is an interconnected web where each celestial shift echoes through the quantum fabric of existence, resonating far beyond Earth. In essence, we are participants in a grand cosmic dance, one where energies swirl and combine to create waves of transformation that ripple through multiple dimensions of reality. This perspective can be awe-inspiring or overwhelming, depending on your worldview. Some people find solace in the notion that we are part of something so vast and intricately designed. Others may feel a sense of insignificance in the face of cosmic enormity. Yet, the alignment doesn't diminish human choice or free will, it highlights the delicate balance between fate and personal agency. Certain events may be set in motion by these celestial forces, but how you respond remains firmly in your hands. You can harness the heightened energies to embark on a quest of self-discovery, healing, and creation, or you can resist them, clinging to familiar patterns, even if they no longer serve you. The cosmos offers the invitation, you determine how to RSVP. Interestingly, many cultures throughout history have acknowledged these celestial orchestrations, building myths, rituals, and entire calendars around them. From ancient Mesopotamia to the sophisticated astronomy of Mesoamerica, our ancestors observed and revered the dance of planets and stars, recognizing its influence on agriculture, governance, and spiritual life. They may not have had modern telescopes, but they possessed a keen attunement to cosmic cycles, aligning communal activities such as harvests and festivals with the movement of heavenly bodies. Today, science provides detailed data about planetary alignments, yet often omits their metaphysical or energetic dimensions. In these heightened times, many people feel a renewed call to integrate both scientific understanding and intuitive wisdom, bridging the gap our modern age has sometimes placed between intellect and spirit. In that spirit, you might feel drawn to specific rituals or practices to honor the alignment. This could be as simple as lighting a candle each evening, reciting affirmations, or holding a special meditation at the moment the celestial configuration peaks. These symbolic gestures are not mere superstition, they serve as focal points, helping you direct your attention and intention. Through such acts, you co-create with the cosmos, entering a conscious relationship with the larger rhythms unfolding around you. It's akin to tuning an instrument before joining a grand symphony. Your preparation ensures you contribute harmoniously to the collective resonance. Moreover, there's a fascinating reciprocal dynamic. While cosmic events influence us, we also contribute to the cosmic field through our collective consciousness. Every thought, emotion, and aspiration adds a subtle current to the energetic ocean in which we all swim. During especially potent alignments, the veil between our inner worlds and the larger cosmic environment thins, allowing for a more robust exchange of energies. This can manifest in group meditations that feel particularly powerful or in global synchronized events that leave participants feeling a tangible sense of unity. It underscores the idea that consciousness itself is a cosmic force, capable of shaping not only personal destinies, but also the shared destiny of our planet. Understanding this reciprocity can instill a sense of responsibility, urging us to use our mental and emotional energies wisely. After all, if every human mind is a note in the cosmic symphony, then cultivating harmony within ourselves contributes to harmony at large. As the peak moment of the alignment approaches, a sense of accelerated destiny often permeates the atmosphere. Many individuals experience time as bending or folding in on itself, creating opportunities for rapid growth or conversely for stumbling blocks to appear just when you thought you had everything figured out. The cosmic frequencies can trigger serendipitous encounters that feel both preordained and utterly new. Imagine bumping into an old acquaintance who just happens to have the key information you need for your next project. Or finding yourself at an impromptu gathering where you meet someone who quickly becomes a pivotal mentor, friend, or partner. During these intervals, the improbable becomes probable, as though the universe arranges events for maximal synchronicity. At the same time, it's worth noting that such a heightened frequency can intensify polarities. While some experience a surge of spiritual clarity and emotional resilience, others might grapple with heightened stress or conflict. It's akin to turning up the volume on life itself. Problems that have been simmering in the background suddenly come to a boil, while your strengths and passions become more prominent. This amplification forces you to confront what you might have previously ignored. On the upside, it can accelerate your journey toward breakthroughs, but it can also be disorienting if you're not prepared to face the raw truth of your situations. Patience and self-reflection are vital, allowing you to navigate these charged waters with as much grace as possible. For those who thrive on spiritual practices, this interval offers a rare chance to deepen your connection with higher states of consciousness. Meditation sessions might become more vivid, prayer more resonant, and energy healing techniques more effective. Even simple mindfulness practices can feel supercharged. Some describe it as a doorway to the subtle realms suddenly flung wide open, granting you momentary access to insights or healing frequencies that can take years to cultivate under normal circumstances. This opening can inspire feelings of reverence and gratitude for the intricate web of life, yet it can also trigger emotional rawness or existential questioning. Seeking guidance from mentors, shamans, or spiritual communities may provide a stabilizing effect, helping you make sense of the spiritual expansions you encounter. A particularly powerful strategy during this culmination phase is conscious intention setting. Identify one or two areas of your life, whether personal, professional, or spiritual, where you'd like to experience growth or resolution. Write down what you wish to manifest or transform, then spend a few moments each day visualizing it as already fulfilled. The heightened energies work like a magnifying glass, concentrating the power of your focus. While manifestations might not happen instantly, the synergy of clear intention and cosmic support can yield outcomes more swiftly and seamlessly than usual. Still, remain open to the possibility that the universe may deliver results in forms different from what you initially expect. The alignment enhances the creative potential of the quantum field, where the line between your intentions and actual events grows thin, but it doesn't always follow a linear logic. This phase can feel like walking a tightrope between worlds. The mundane one we're accustomed to, the more expansive reality shimmering just behind the veil. It's easy to oscillate between elation and doubt, hope and caution. Yet, that very tension can be the catalyst for quantum leaps in your personal journey. You're essentially being nudged to trust your inner guidance more deeply, to allow your dreams and intuition to share equal footing with rational thought. In doing so, you anchor the new energy into your daily life, creating it remains standing even after the cosmic intensity recedes. The lessons, relationships, and opportunities forged under these conditions often carry a uniquely transformative quality that endures long after the alignment itself has passed. Eventually, as the celestial configuration begins its gradual dispersion, you may notice a shift in the atmosphere. The heightened charge starts to mellow, leaving behind a sort of energetic residue that can feel both soothing and oddly quiet after such an intense build-up. People often describe this period as a time of integration, a chance to digest the rapid changes, emotional revelations, and personal leaps they made during the peak. While the sense of cosmic urgency subsides, the transformations you underwent don't simply vanish. They become part of your new baseline, woven into the fabric of who you are. This integration phase is crucial because it allows you to consolidate your gains and make sustainable adjustments in your life. Without it, the progress you achieved can fade into a hazy memory. Reflection becomes your ally here. Instead of racing ahead to the next challenge or project, pause to absorb the lessons you've just experienced. Journaling, meditation, or even casual conversations with friends can serve as powerful tools for processing and internalizing your journey. Notice how your relationships have evolved, how your creative impulses have shifted, or how your emotional landscape now feels more stable, or perhaps more spacious. Acknowledge the strides you've made, but also identify any areas that remain unresolved. These might require a longer arc of healing or adaptation, and that's perfectly okay. Growth rarely unfolds in a neat, linear fashion. Sometimes it spirals, revisiting old themes from a higher vantage point each time. Community support can be especially helpful in the aftermath. Consider gathering with like-minded individuals to share stories about what each of you experienced. Collective ceremonies or simply group discussions can validate what might otherwise seem like a very personal, even isolating process. Hearing that others have encountered similar feelings or realizations can be reassuring, grounding the sometimes bewildering depth of personal transformation in the collective narrative. This mutual exchange fosters a sense of solidarity, reminding everyone that while personal journeys are unique, we're all navigating the same cosmic currents. If a community event or workshop wasn't part of your experience thus far, now could be the perfect time to explore one. The support and empathy found in such settings can offer the confirmation and reassurance you need to solidify your new insights. Physical symptoms may also shift as the intensity wanes. Some people feel a burst of energy as they find themselves on a steadier emotional and mental footing. Others might suddenly crash, feeling a wave of exhaustion as the adrenaline of heightened times drains away. If you experience the latter, be gentle with yourself. Rest, proper nutrition, and activities that nourish your spirit will help you regain equilibrium. Think of it as recalibrating after a marathon. You've expended a tremendous amount of energy, spiritual, emotional, and mental, and your body needs time and resources to replenish. The integration phase offers a breather, but it's also an invitation to be proactive in ensuring your ongoing well-being. This is also a prime moment to pay attention to lingering synchronicities or final nudges from the universe. Sometimes the aftermath reveals subtle confirmations or next steps that you might have missed in the hustle of the peak phase. Perhaps you receive an email about a course that perfectly aligns with your newfound interests, or you stumble on a book that directly addresses a question stirring in your mind. Stay open to these smaller, yet meaningful signs. They serve as gentle reminders that the cosmic dance is ongoing, and your partnership with the universe doesn't end just because the alignment has loosened. Even as the celestial spotlight dims, you remain in a dialogue with life, continuing to shape and be shaped by forces both seen and unseen. Looking back at the entire journey, it becomes clear that such a profound cosmic occurrence serves as both an external and internal milestone. Externally, it marks a period when celestial bodies conspired to direct our attention to certain themes: relationship dynamics, creative sparks, emotional healing, societal shifts, all culminating in a rich tapestry of global and individual experiences. Internally, it offers an accelerated path of self-discovery, awakening, and recalibration. You might realize that the version of you who approached this period is markedly different from the one who now emerges on the other side. Old limitations, outdated beliefs, and dormant talents have all been shaken up, forced to either evolve or fall away altogether. The magnitude of this transformation often only becomes fully apparent once you've had some distance, much like appreciating the grandeur of a painting more thoroughly when you step back from the canvas. Some may wonder if they've done enough to utilize the cosmic energies to their fullest potential. It's a natural question in a time marked by so much hype and heightened expectation. Yet, the truth is there's no right or wrong way to experience such an event. Every individual's path is shaped by their personal readiness, life circumstances, and karmic history. Even minor shifts in perspective or small acts of kindness can have a lasting impact when amplified by the cosmic currents. Others may have undergone radical, life-altering changes, but that doesn't diminish the quieter evolutions some experience. The universe doesn't measure progress in the same way we do. It simply provides the energy and the opportunity, leaving us free to explore, experiment, and integrate at our own pace. In the aftermath, new dreams and aspirations may begin to form. what once seemed impossible might now feel not only attainable but inevitable. You might sense a fresh wave of motivation, urging you to pursue initiatives or visions that align with your transformed self. This is often the most fruitful time to plant seeds for future endeavors. The soil of your consciousness has been tilled and enriched by the intense energies, making it more receptive to positive intentions. However, patience and consistent effort remain essential. Even the most fertile ground requires time, sunlight, and water for seeds to sprout. In the same way, your newly formed goals and inspirations need ongoing nurturing and commitment to fully blossom. This period also encourages a deeper sense of responsibility for how you show up in the world. It's as if the cosmic event hands you a mirror that reflects not only who you are but who you could become. Faced with that vision, you might feel compelled to make lifestyle changes, refine your ethical or spiritual practices, or contribute more actively to social causes. The echo of transformation can't always be contained within personal boundaries. Real growth naturally radiates outward, influencing how you treat others and how you engage with larger communities. This is how the ripple effect of a rare cosmic alignment extends well beyond individual lives, gradually permeating families, neighborhoods, and even broader social structures. Most importantly, as you enter this new chapter, allow yourself moments of celebration. Transformation can be challenging, and it deserves acknowledgement. Whether you choose to commemorate with a personal ritual, a gathering of close friends, or simply a quiet moment of gratitude, marking this milestone creates a sense of closure and readiness for what comes next. You honor not just the cosmic forces that facilitated your change, but your own courage in facing whatever surfaced along the way. By celebrating your evolution, you affirm that each step of the journey, no matter how tumultuous or subtle, has contributed to the unfolding tapestry of your life. And in doing so, you set the stage for ongoing expansion, reminding yourself that the journey is far from over. The alignment may have peaked, but your odyssey of self-discovery continues, ever guided by the dance of celestial bodies and the boundless capacity of your own soul. In the broader sweep of your life story, you'll likely look back on this cosmic juncture as a pivotal turning point. Memories of it might resurface at later dates, reminding you of the lessons learned and the changes made. Over time, you may notice how threads woven during this phase continue to influence your decisions, relationships, and worldview. What starts as a dramatic burst of energy often settles into a subtle yet persistent undercurrent, carrying forward the essence of the shifts that took place. This continuity underscores the cyclical nature of cosmic events and personal growth. Though each alignment is unique, they collectively shape the arc of our spiritual evolution, offering repeated opportunities to refine and expand upon previous realizations. That said, it's important not to cling too tightly to the notion of special moments in time. Yes, this alignment presented extraordinary circumstances, but life itself is a series of alignments, some subtle, some grand, through which we perpetually evolve. Clinging can create the illusion that our growth must hinge on external triggers, potentially ignoring the continuous flow of daily cosmic influences. Every sunrise, every shift of season, every subtle interplay of planetary motion can become an opportunity for heightened awareness if we allow it. The rare event you just experienced is like a masterclass in manifestation and transformation, but the lessons gleaned can apply year-round, guiding you to remain sensitive to the everyday magic that unfolds around you. For some, lingering questions may persist. Did I miss my chance to fully embrace the energies? Why did certain aspects of my life remain unchanged? Such doubts are natural. But remember that growth can't always be measured in tangible outcomes or immediate results. Sometimes the effects of an alignment lie dormant, sprouting months or even years later when conditions are ripe. What seems unchanged on the surface may be gestating quietly in the background. Moreover, not every seed you plant is meant to germinate. The universe operates on principles beyond our immediate comprehension, weaving countless variables into the tapestry of life. Trusting that process is part of the spiritual maturity that such celestial events aim to inspire. And what about those who remain skeptical or unaware of the alignment's significance? It's tempting to label them as missing out, but everyone's path is distinct. The cosmic energies are indiscriminate. They envelop all of us, regardless of our beliefs or openness to them. Some might experience the benefits unconsciously, noticing improvements in mood or luck without attributing these to any cosmic cause. Others may notice nothing at all, which could simply mean their attention is elsewhere. It doesn't invalidate the experience of those who felt the surge of transformation. After all, the wind blows whether or not we choose to fly a kite. Every individual must find their own resonance with cosmic phenomena, and that journey is as diverse as humanity itself. Ultimately, the culmination of this moment encourages each of us to deepen into our authenticity, forging a closer relationship with whatever we hold sacred. It's not about adopting specific doctrines or belief systems, but about learning to trust and communicate with the deeper currents of existence. Whether you conceptualize it as the universe, God, spirit, or simply the mystery of life, the alignment calls forth a reverence for creation and the innate interconnectedness of all things. That recognition can kindle a sustained practice of gratitude and wonder, transforming how you move through the world. You might notice more beauty in ordinary places, more kindness in your interactions, and more courage to face your fears. And in that, you carry forward the legacy of this special alignment, not as a fleeting event, but as an ongoing impetus for inspired living. No grand cosmic shift would be complete without a subtle nudge toward conscious manifestation. In the weeks and months following this period, you'll likely find that the intentions you set now carry extra momentum. Whether you aim to cultivate healthier relationships, kickstart a passion project, or contribute to social initiatives, the energetic scaffolding established during the alignment can serve as a steady foundation. Because you've been through a crucible of self-examination, you're more attuned to what authentically drives you. You've confronted emotional blockages, discovered new layers of creativity, and perhaps revisited your belief systems. All of these transformations feed into a clarified sense of purpose that, in turn, informs more potent manifestation. Yet, it's vital to remember that manifestation isn't just about positive thinking or wishful fantasizing. It's a co-creative process that blends intention with action, patience, and adaptability. Even with cosmic support, your dreams won't simply materialize without your active participation. Realizing goals involves dedicating time, energy, and sometimes resources. It may require developing new skill sets or forging alliances with like-minded individuals. The alignment's gift is that it can help clear your path of unnecessary doubts and procrastination, but it won't do the work for you. By meeting the universe halfway, through practical steps, strategic planning, and daily commitment, you harness the synergy between human will and cosmic possibility. Be mindful, too, of self-sabotaging tendencies that can crop up when you least expect it. Even if you feel a surge of enthusiasm now, lingering fears or past disappointments may try to pull you back into old patterns. This is a common pitfall after major growth spurts. The old self may attempt a comeback, testing your resolve. When you notice these internal voices of doubt, remind yourself of the clarity you gained during the alignment's peak. You can also draw upon any journaling, affirmations, or supportive community networks you've established to keep you aligned with your fresh trajectory. Over time, consistent practice in navigating these temptations to revert will fortify your new mindset, making your forward momentum increasingly sustainable. Moreover, this phase offers a wonderful opportunity to explore or deepen in holistic methods of self-improvement. You might feel drawn to modalities like breathwork, Reiki, Kundalini Yoga, or Qigong, practices that harmonize energy flow and heighten your body-mind awareness. Even traditional workouts or martial arts can become portals for spiritual discipline if approached with mindfulness. The principle remains the same. By consciously moving energy through your body, you support the mental and emotional changes ignited by the cosmic energies. The synergy of physical practice and spiritual intent creates a more holistic platform for manifesting what you desire. Rather than functioning in isolated compartments, body, mind, spirit, you operate as a unified system, amplifying the effects of your efforts across all layers of your being. A final consideration is the importance of gratitude. As you step into this fertile ground for manifestation, remember to give thanks, not just for successes that arrive, but for the challenges that test your resolve and refine your purpose. Gratitude is a high-frequency emotion that naturally attracts more reasons to be grateful. By cultivating an appreciative mindset, you align with the abundant nature of the cosmos, making yourself a magnet for opportunities and blessings. When life presents obstacles, treat them as lessons rather than punishments, staying anchored in the awareness that every experience contributes to your ongoing evolution. In this way, manifestation becomes not merely a tool for personal gain, but a dynamic dance with existence itself. You seek alignment with higher principles, and through that alignment, you allow yourself to receive and to give in equal measure. This reciprocity forms the essence of conscious living, ensuring that whatever unfolds from this point on is woven into a tapestry that honors both your personal aspirations and the collective well-being. The true culmination of such a transformative chapter is recognizing that endings and beginnings are intimately intertwined. While the peak of cosmic influence may settle, its echoes can seed a plethora of new stories. Each challenge you overcame, each revelation you integrated, and each spark of inspiration you followed contributes to who you are becoming. Yet the journey itself continues. The cosmos never stops moving, and neither do we. This alignment might be the catalyst that sets you on a trajectory you couldn't have envisioned before, yet the further you travel, the more mysteries you'll encounter. Life expands in every direction, offering perpetual opportunities for growth, healing, and creativity. Indeed, if there's one core lesson from this entire experience, it's that we exist in a universe brimming with possibilities. Reflect on the metamorphosis. Perhaps you started this journey with skepticism or fear, uncertain of your capacity to handle the intensity. Now, you stand on the other side, having weathered emotional ups and downs, discovered new facets of your creative and relational world, and perhaps even taken bold steps toward aligning your career or financial life with your deepest values. This progression is no small feat. Consider how your sense of identity has evolved. Are you more self-assured, more compassionate, more open to the unseen dimensions of reality? The changes might be subtle or monumental, but either way, they mark a turning point that can guide your future decisions and interactions. Celebrate that evolution. Even if you faced setbacks, those experiences are essential chapters in your personal odyssey. They teach resilience, empathy, and the power of second chances. The cosmic ripple doesn't just fade away, it integrates. Over the coming months, you may periodically recall dreams or insights from this time, noticing how they continue to inform your actions. This is how deep transformation works. It seeps into the foundations of your being, influencing you long after the initial flash of inspiration. Whether you choose to maintain a formal spiritual practice or simply carry a broader perspective, the imprint of the alignment remains, resonating beneath your daily routines. It fosters a heightened awareness that each choice you make, from mundane errands to life-altering decisions, reverberates with significance. The extraordinary can become ordinary if you learn to perceive the sacred in every aspect of existence. Yet, remain vigilant for complacency. It's easy, once the energy subsides, to slip back into old patterns, lulled by the comfort of the familiar. Set reminders, maybe on your phone or calendar, to check in with yourself weekly or monthly. Reassess your personal goals, your emotional well-being, and the quality of your relationships. Keep a physical object, like a crystal, a photograph, or a small token, to anchor your memory of this powerful season. Each time you see or hold it, you'll be reminded of the path you forged and the lessons gained. This simple act of remembrance can be surprisingly potent in helping you sustain the momentum. And so, as you navigate the weeks and months that follow, allow gratitude and curiosity to be your compass. While the alignment may have served as a spectacular focal point, the invitation to grow remains evergreen. Life is an ever-evolving story, and you hold the pen. With each thought, word, and action, you co-author your fate in dialogue with the cosmic dance. May the insights you've gleaned serve as beacons, lighting your way forward. May the relationships you've deepened anchor you in love and understanding. May the creative sparks you've ignited burst into flames of innovation and wonder. Above all, may you continue to explore the limitless terrain of your own consciousness, forever remembering that moments of celestial brilliance are not anomalies but windows into the rich tapestry of existence waiting to be uncovered at every turn.